Good evening, everyone. Welcome to episode 7 of Lockdown Theater, Entertainment for the Homebound. Tonight is a very special 18th century episode of Lockdown Theater because we are discussing the magnificent, extraordinary, glorious, 8-time Academy Award-winning musical biopic, Amadeus. Now, Amadeus is an extraordinary film for many reasons. It pretty much, cleaned up really at the 1985 Academy Awards, winning, among other awards, Best Picture, Best Director for Milos Forman, Best Leading Actor for F. Murray Abraham, Best Art Direction, Best Set Decoration for Patricia von Brandenstein and Carol Czerny. I think that's how you say that name. But it really is a directorial achievement for Milos Forman. And, this guy was one of my favorite directors. He passed away in 2018. He made movies that were very layered and heavy and very sort of culturally relevant. I mean, you never saw, at least I didn't, any fluff from this guy. And, not that there's anything wrong with fluff. I have it on my head. But he really made films that were cerebral and required an audience to think and to walk away with something that was really relevant. His films sort of demanded to be made on a large scale. He made One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in 1975, which got him his first Academy Award for Best Director. He adapted the Broadway musical Hair for the screen in 1979. He made Ragtime, Amadeus, of course, for which he won his second Academy Award for Best Director. He made Valmont, The People vs. Larry Flint, among many other movies. So you can see he's really a very socio-culturally focused director. And I really, the scope on which his films were made were very were large and they were very visual, and that made him all that together sort of made him a really terrific visual storyteller and a good director. I mean, what can I say? I enjoy his films. Amadeus is also notable for a tremendous lead performance by F. Murray Abraham as Antonio Salieri, the patron of the mediocre. His performance is so detailed and so specific that, you can see the emotion change in his eyes. I mean, Salieri harbors such bitterness and envy, and he covets Amadeus's talent so much, and you can see that all in his eyes. And it is a brilliant performance of a man bordering on madness. It's just enthralling to watch. And Tom Hulce as the lead character, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, is equally as specific in his characterization of Mozart. Of course, with his his laugh, which that was a pale imitation of Hulce's laugh in Amadeus. And I guess I'm kind of having a little mini Tom Hulce moment here because he featured he had one of the lead roles in the last Lockdown Theater video where we discussed National Lampoon's Animal House. So having a little Tom Hulce moment, which is great because, good actor. But Amadeus really will appeal to people who love the art direction and the visual part of film. I mean, the Patricia von Brandenstein, who is legendary in the industry, and Carol Czerny really work with, the film was shot primarily in Prague, in the Czech Republic. And, the way they, decorate the streets, it's all very, the European streets and the cobblestone and the horse-drawn carriages and the costumes and the wigs. It really does transport the viewer to a different place and time, which is one of the things that I love about film, is that it's able to do that. And and really make it real for people. It's one of the most compelling aspects of the visual medium. And they really, everything is very mysterious, and everything's lit by candlelight, so it's very shadowy. And it really is a tremendous job in production design. Amadeus did win 8 Academy Awards, in addition to Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Art Direction, Set Decoration. It also won Best Screenplay based on material from another medium for Peter Shaffer. Amadeus, the film, was based on his Broadway play. It won Best Costume Design, Best Sound, Best Makeup, which was really astounding considering all of the recreations of all of the operas that are depicted in the film, in addition to Salieri's old age makeup, which was really extraordinary in and of itself. I'm not really sure what how accurate the film Amadeus is in terms of its historical accuracy, but for the casual filmgoer, it's accurate enough, I guess. It's really the story that is so compelling. It is a long movie. It is 160 minutes, which is 2 hours and 40 minutes. So it's a schlep. It's a long movie, but it is so engaging that you're just swept along in the majesty, really, of it all. And it really is a phenomenal, resplendent motion picture in every sense. So that's all I got for Amadeus by director Milos Forman. And that will do it for this episode of Lockdown Theater, Entertainment for the Homebound. I'm not sure what I'm going to be watching next, but we'll see when the time comes what it ends up being. So until the next episode, everybody be well, take care of each other, and be safe.